What's going on, you guys? My name is Anders and welcome to a new episode of Street Sessions. I hope everyone is doing extremely well today. Before I get this video started, go ahead and hit that like button down below and hit that subscribe button down below as well. So you guys, this week has been pretty hectic in the news. A lot has gone on. So without further ado, here is my weekly breakdown. So if you didn't know already, you guys, there has been a big scandal in the NCAA. Several coaches and Adidas officials have been arrested for bribing high school students to join Adidas-sponsored schools. It was reported that over $91,000 was taken. And it makes me think, is it really worth it like that? Is it really worth it to have the very best players on your team? To me, it's very unethical, you know? And the fact that I feel like it's a slap in the face to the institution that is college sports. You know, to be honest, you guys, I would not be surprised if something like this was happening on a regular basis, and I think scandals like this will wake people up to see, you know, what really goes on behind closed doors. Moving on, you guys, Puerto Rico is still struggling to recover after hurricanes Irma and Maria last week. But according to Puerto Rico officials, the U.S. made minimal efforts to try to help the relief process. Last week, the San Juan mayor made this statement about the president's efforts.
I beg you to take charge and save lives. We are dying here. And I cannot fathom the thought that the greatest nation in the world cannot figure out logistics.
The San Juan mayor, almost with tears in her eyes, is begging U.S. officials to come and help with the relief efforts. And Trump responded to this in the best way he knows how. He accused Puerto Rican citizens of wanting everything handed to them and even told them to ignore the fake news that the mayor was putting out about him. Now, I find that funny because as of Sunday, October 1st, 2017, less than 5% of Puerto Rico is without power. You are the president of the United States. Not only that, you are a billionaire. You have multiple resources to help these people. But because maybe you wanted to take a vacation or you wanted to go golfing, you feel like they're a second priority. It wasn't a second priority in Houston when it was white Americans who were struggling. Royal Caribbean is using their cruise ships to send supplies and rescue citizens that are in desperate need of help. Hell, even Pitbull is sending a private jet to rescue cancer patients from there. So you probably have more money than Royal Caribbean and Pitbull put together. Why aren't you making that effort? Y'all, I really hope there's an impeachment coming soon because this has got to stop. In other news, you guys, O.J. Simpson was released from prison late Saturday, early Sunday after serving a 9-year prison sentence for armed robbery back in 2007. In other words, the juice is loose. Now, O.J. has stated that he wants to move back to Florida where he was before. However, the Florida Attorney General thinks otherwise. She believes that his presence will risk the safety of other Floridians. My thing is, Florida is already a very dangerous place. I believe that OJ can definitely move back to Florida and that not be an issue. The only problem is he's gonna have to stay as low-key as possible, because if he does anything to break the law, he's going straight back to jail. A lot of people are saying he plans on making a return to TV, whether that be, you know, a documentary of some sort or a reality show, but I believe that he just needs to stay put. I believe he needs to stay quiet until everything sort of blows over. Now, granted, I'm not saying that people are going to forget what happened, but I think that if he wanted to make a comeback maybe 10, 15 years from now, he could. But what do you guys think of OJ being released from prison? Let me know in the comment section down below. Earlier last week, rapper Young Dolph was rushed to the hospital after being shot multiple times in downtown LA. However, this isn't the first time that Dolph was involved in a shooting. For the past 2 years here in Charlotte, he's been involved in shootings. One involved Yo Gotti, the other involved Black Youngsta. Now, one of Yo Gotti's people was arrested in LA in connection to the shooting. However, he was later released. My question about this beef is, why is it still going on? Apparently, this beef has been going on for quite some time. According to Dolph, he had sex with Yo Gotti's baby mama and they had issues or whatever. Why is this issue about somebody's baby mama still going on? Why is it worth risking another man's life? That's something I never really understood about rap. A lot of people say it's over the baby mama. A lot of people will say it's over the territory of Memphis that they both occupy. I genuinely feel that this rap game is not worth taking somebody's life. It just isn't. Also, earlier this week, guys, adult entertainment icon Hugh Hefner died at the age of 91. In 1952, he quit his job at Esquire to found his magazine, Playboy, and his first issue featured the Marilyn Monroe cover. Since then, he has become this very prominent figure in the adult entertainment industry and in pop culture in general. The first time I ever heard of this guy, I'm not gonna lie, was when the reality show Girl Next Door was on, I think it was VH1. I think that was honestly the first time that I had experience with Playboy. I had to be like 10 or 11 years old. To my parents who are watching this, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's when I discovered Playboy. On Saturday, he was laid to rest right next to Marilyn Monroe, with only his closest friends and his family in attendance at the ceremony. So, rest in peace, Hugh Hefner. You will be missed. Alright, you guys, the last story that I'm going to tell you about this week is a very sad one. It's something that, like I said, it's something that hits very close to home for me. About 2 weeks ago, a young lady named Ashanti Billy was reported missing after she didn't go to work and she didn't attend classes at the Art Institute of Virginia Beach. Fast forward to this week, Ashanti Billy's remains were found behind a church in Charlotte, about 10 minutes from where I live. When I heard this story, you guys, my heart dropped, not only for her family, but for all of the young people I know who could have possibly been in a situation like this. To young girls who are ready to be independent and are ready to see the world and, you know, move and groove on their own, be careful, because there are some sick people in this world. I really want this story to be a lesson to everyone. Just be careful, because there are crazy people in this world. And the last thing that we need is to see another victim of kidnap and murder. We saw it when the girl was found in the freezer in Chicago, and we're seeing it again now. This just has to stop. I can't take another day of this. But that wraps up my weekly breakdown for you guys this week. Like I said, a lot happened this week, you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of all the events. But you guys, that's all the time I have today. Thank you so much for watching this video.